Welcome back to The Source. Village of Hope Niagara has announced an exciting new partnership with Second Harvest Canada. The food rescue organization works with the supply chain to capture surplus food before it ends up in the landfill. Madison Maguire joins us from Second Harvest, the national organization. Madison, how does this new relationship work between you and Village of Hope?
So we operate the Second Harvest Food Rescue app, which is available nationally. And what it does is it connects local food businesses that have surplus food with a local charity or nonprofit that operates a food program. So any business can sign up along the supply chain from a farm all the way to a restaurant or a grocery store. And then they would post surplus food that they have. And this would go out to the charities or nonprofits that operate a food program in their area. So for example, a shelter, after school program. So in the case of Village of Hope, they've signed up and are now able to access donations in their area, whether it's from local independent businesses or from chain businesses that are signed up.
Are there other charitable organizations in Niagara that are also using the app?
Absolutely. So we've been in existence as an app since about the beginning of 2018. And Niagara was one of the first areas that we piloted the app. So we piloted in Toronto, Kingston, Sudbury, and Niagara. And we now have 98 food businesses in the Niagara area that are on the platform and 92 charitable organizations or nonprofits that are accessing. So there's absolutely lots of activity happening in that area.
If I was a farmer or a restaurant owner or someone who worked in a food producing environment, how does it work for me? Do I go on the app and I actually post exactly what I have?
Absolutely. Great question. So you would go to foodrescue.secondharvest.ca to sign up. It's a quick, about 5-minute process to put in your information. And then you'd be able to donate, picking the category and the weight of food that you have, whether you want to do a single donation, so one time you have some surplus, or you can even set up to arrange to have a charity nonprofit come on a weekly basis, for example, if you know you're going to have something each week.
22.3 million pounds of food diverted from a landfill last year. That's across the nation?
Yes, absolutely. So we're in every province and territory pretty much since the beginning of the pandemic, when we had to kind of accelerate our growth to make this available so that businesses that had surplus food could go on, and also charities and nonprofits that are seeing such an increase, demand, unfortunately, due to the pandemic, can then access that food.
Has the pandemic exacerbated how much food actually gets posted on the app? Is it gone down a bit?
That's a great question. So one of the things that we've seen is that, especially at the very beginning of the pandemic, and there's been these kind of ebbs and flows, unfortunately, of the lockdowns, there are certain parts of the supply chain that are really impacted, especially those businesses like distributors that sell to what we call HRI, so hotel, restaurant, and institution. They've ended up with, a surplus of food that they don't have anywhere to sell. And that's where we really come in. We've been in existence for more than 35 years. We have that expertise in food recovery, and we can help businesses find a home for that food, and so that somebody can use it to serve a meal program or a hamper or whatever they are doing.
I'm thinking of restaurants who might have a giant pot of the soup of the day, and they would have to cut that back over the time that their doors were closed to customers.
Absolutely. They've had to really pivot and adjust during this time period, unfortunately, but we are, really grateful that we have this platform in place and we can offer a place for them to connect with somebody in the community that's operating food program, and at least know that that food's going to go to somebody that can use it.
2,300 different organizations benefiting from Second Harvest, and that's very amazing to think of as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really, we have such a wide network. So we're not a, membership base, if you will. Any charity or nonprofit that operates a food program can join. So it could be an after school program, a food bank, a shelter. And then, that really helps to match businesses that have different types of foods with an organization that could use it.
Well, congratulations on this relationship with Village of Hope Niagara. It sounds like a great partnership. Thanks for joining us today, Madison.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me.